What's up? Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today is a little story time for you guys. I was sitting up last night thinking about some stories that just kind of were like popping back up in my head. And this one really stuck out. So I was like, you know what? Might as well tell it. Real quick though, before I do get into the video, thank you guys so much for all the support. I thought the last couple videos weren't going to do that great, and they ended up doing pretty good. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. It literally means the world. I'm out for a bit. Ow! I hit my elbow. I'm hurt everywhere. I'm always hurt myself. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. It really means the world. It's definitely kind of tough trying to film these videos right now. So I'm doing my best. Thank you guys for just pulling up and watching them. It means the actual world. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support, and let's just get straight into the story. So this is the story of my homie overdosing at a school dance. So let's get straight into it. This story starts off with me, my homie Carson, and a couple other homies. I don't know if they're like cool with me naming, especially not the one that overdoses. I'm not. We'll call him Bob, okay? So, but really the main characters are like me, Carson, and my homeboy Dylan. We were all just mobbing around, and we were all just basically getting ready for this school dance. I'm pretty sure it was like a winter like formal or something. I can't remember. I just remember that we were in 8th grade. So this story takes place years and years back. Me and my homies are all just messing around. We're getting ready. We're getting hyped. It's a school dance, so we're not like that stoked, but we're like excited. But we're all just getting ready. You know, I got like some button up on, 2 or 3 at the time. We're all just chilling at my homie Carson's house. We're all just getting like stoked, like I said, to go check this whole dance out, you know, pull some ladies, dance with some ladies, you know what I mean? Ready, hyping each other up and stuff. So the time comes, it's 6 o'clock, roughly pulls up, and we're all ready. We're all looking nice, spiffy. My homie Carson's grandma actually takes us to the school. I remember her picking us up and taking us. I'm pretty sure. We could have walked though, because it was pretty close. So I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. So basically, we get to the school. My 3 homies get in. I have to like sneak in because I never bought a ticket to any dances ever. Unless I was taking a girl. Then I would like buy her ticket because, you know. Pretty sure I know I didn't have a girlfriend at this point because it was just me and the dog. So we get in and we're all just like, those 3 get in. I sneak around back. The homegirl lets me in and we're all just like kicking it. I managed to get past like the little chaperones. They have like a little square of the auditorium boxed off with like curtains. So it wasn't like the whole thing. It was just like probably like a quarter of it. So it really like wasn't that big, but there wasn't that many kids in our school, so it didn't matter. I'm going around, you know, just dapping up everybody I know, just being that guy, just being the guy. So I'm out here just dapping up everyone. I'm like, yo, what's good, you know, just dancing and all that. Bob came into the school dance with a backpack on, and I remember thinking that was kind of strange. I was like, why do you need a backpack, dog? We're literally going to be there for a couple hours. And did backpack. He manages to get in. I don't know why they didn't search him, but they didn't. I'm not with them at the moment because they all went and did their own thing. A really small town and school, like it was a tiny middle school, so I knew everybody. So I was just messing around, just dancing with people, just doing my thing, you know. I remember looking around and seeing, oh, fuck, I said his real name again. Being Bob, like digging in his backpack, but I didn't really like think of it. He was like over in this like corner by himself, and I was just like, all right, whatever, he's just doing his thing. I'm definitely starting to get looks from the chaperones now because I realize for whatever reason, I guess I got like snitched on, but I didn't buy a ticket and they knew it somehow. So I definitely was like starting to get looks. You know, it's the fact that I snuck into every dance I went to and never paid for one. So, you know, it could have been that. I'm starting to get looks, so I'm starting to get a little sketched out. So I'm starting to look for my homies. I'm trying to find Carson. I'm trying to find Dylan. I'm trying to find Bob so we can get out of there. I find Carson, and I remember talking to him, and he's like doing his thing over with Dylan. They're just kind of like doing whatever. And I like talked to him for a minute. I'm like, hey, I'm starting to get some weird looks. I think we should get out of here. I'm not trying to get busted over some dumb stuff like this. And he was like, all right, yeah, I got you. We got to find Bob. They go and look around for a little bit. Like I said, it really wasn't that big, but there was just a lot of people in a confined space, so it was kind of hard to find them. Basically, I'm like looking around and I'm realizing that the chaperones aren't looking at me anymore. They're looking at someone else, and I'm like, huh. So I'm like looking around, I'm watching all their eyes. There's like 4 of them, and they're all kind of like tripping on one person, and I'm like, huh, that's so weird. Like, what's going on? Finally, like find where their eyes are gazing at, and I look, and my homie Bob, the only way I can put it is just slumped, like dead, like straight up dead. So I see this and I'm like, oh snap. because I knew that Bob was a really sweet kid when he moved to Silver Lakes, had never done a single drug, had never, like, this kid was just innocent, like, watched anime, just this nerdy kid. He was super just like, I don't know, nerdy and just like kick it, I guess. Once he got out to Silver Lakes, the small town definitely changed him. I known he like tried lean. If you don't know what lean is, can't remember if it's not hydrocodone, because I'm pretty sure it's like Norcos. Promethazine? I can't remember. It's cough syrup, basically. It's really strong cough syrup, and then you mix it with Sprite and Jolly Ranchers, and it basically turns this like purple color. I actually did try it once. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'll just be open book. I don't care. I tried it once, and it really didn't do anything to me. I don't think I like drank enough. I really just took like a swig, and I was like, okay, this tastes like cough syrup. I knew it, like, he had been doing it a decent amount, but I didn't know it was like gnarly like this. I go over there, and I'm like, yo, what the heck's going on? And I'm like trying to shake him awake. I'm like, yo, Bob. And he's not responsive at all. Like, this fool's like dead. So now I'm actually like kind of scared, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this fool's dead. I don't know where Carson and Dylan are. Like, I'm basically on my own. I'm already in heat. People don't want me there. It's just a bad situation. Basically keep shaking Bob for a minute, and finally like Dylan and Carson had found me, and they come over and they're like, yo, what's up? He's dead. Like, they looked at him and they were like, yo, Bob. They're both trying to like shake him awake, and he's just not doing anything. I'm starting to like panic, and I can see it in their eyes. They are too. It's not necessarily that he's dead. Lean, what it does is it's like a sedative. It just puts you on your butt like heavy. So we kind of knew what he was doing and what was probably happening. We didn't like know how bad the situation really could have been realistically. The only thing on our minds was get him out of there and get each other out of there, so we don't all end up getting in trouble for this. So we grab Bob, and it's pretty much a straight shot to the door. So all we have to do is just like get straight to the door. There's no one blocking it. It's like a perfect path. It was like the Red Sea was split, and we finally could just cross. We started the walk. We were like making it, and out of the corner of my eye, I just see one of these chaperones like mobbing up to us, and I'm just like, shit, man, this is it. We're busted. Like, how am I gonna talk my way out of this? Really holding him. I have one arm around his shoulder. My homie Dylan has another arm around his shoulder, and we're holding him up like he's alive. You know the movies where they like put glasses on the people to make them look like they're awake and shit, and they're sleeping. It was kind of like that. We're like trying to make sure he looks awake, but this fool is like dead. He's barely walking, just like the tiniest, like just dragging his feet. And this chaperone comes over. He's like, whoa. What's going on? Why is he like non-responsive? I just sat there and talked out of my ass for about 10 minutes, just telling him how he was like super tired, and then just made up some lie about like a test or something, and just basically just lied for a solid like 10 minutes until this fool was finally like, you guys like getting a ride? And we're like, yep, his mom's right outside, we'll be right out there. And he was like, all right, can I come out there with you guys? We were just like, nah, we got it, dude. She like parked down the street, we have to walk a little ways anyways. And he's like, all right, cool. So somehow he just lets us out. We get out. Now we're just like sitting there kind of just like, what do we do? This fool's not responsive, and we gotta like somehow get home. The house they were all staying at was pretty close, so we didn't really have to walk that far, but we still had to carry him to the house. We're walking down the street, and I remember like looking at Bob, and I was just like, you know what, I should ask this fool some questions, see like how conscious he is. So I'm like, hey Bob, who's our president right now? And I'm pretty sure it was like Obama, I want to say was our president at the time. What he said, it was like George Washington or something, and I couldn't even help it. I just started laughing so hard. I lost my shit, and then now I'm losing it, so all my homies are losing it, and then Bob's just sitting there still just like, just not even here. Had no idea why we're laughing at him. Basically dragged this fool. It was like probably a quarter mile to this fool's house, so we just drag him pretty much like all the way there, just arms around the shoulders, and we end up making it back to his house around like 10 or 11. Thank God the homie's house we were staying at, his parents were like asleep, so we ended up just like throwing him in bed. Looking back on it now, that's a really bad idea. Just don't leave them in a dark room by themselves. In defense, we were so young, and just it was such a crazy situation that none of us had like known what to do. It was just like, we need to get our homie out of there so he doesn't get in trouble, and we got to get ourselves out of here. So that was the only thing on any of our minds. Basically, moral of the story, don't do drugs. It's stupid. That kid would end up getting caught with Xanaxes, Sprite, which, I mean, whatever, but it was to make lean because he had methazine, I'm pretty sure it is, weed. He had a little bit of everything out of him at school, and he ended up getting busted with it and getting sent to rehab, getting sent to juvie first, then rehab, and I don't know whatever happened to him. So if you ever see this video, Bob, I'm hoping the best for you, dog. I hope everything worked out. That was a crazy night for sure. Yeah, that's the story of my friend overdosing at a school dance and us literally saving his ass. Don't do drugs at a school dance. It's a school dance. You don't, like, you're there for like 4 hours. There's no point. And if you are, just be careful. I've heard enough stories from people I know and people they know of like these crazy, like, just withdrawals and just horrible things having to go through this process of getting off drugs. And it's honestly horrible. I've seen it firsthand. It wasn't drugs, but it was alcohol. But in my opinion, alcohol is the worst drug. Yeah, bath salts are pretty bad. Meth's pretty bad. But like, I don't know, alcohol is just like, it's like a secret drug because people don't realize it's like a drug, but it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully gonna have this video posted by today, if not tomorrow. So you guys are probably seeing this on either Thursday or Friday. So hopefully you guys are having an amazing Thursday or Friday. If you didn't like the video and sub, it means the world. It definitely is helping me to want to push out more videos for you guys. So it's just like a win-win. So yeah. So that's the story of my homeboy overdosing at a school dance. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's gonna do it.